What up, my awesome viewers? Rio Gion here. We're back with another episode of finding out which controller is best for your phone based on previous episode. And yeah, there's these controllers that I haven't covered that I really wanted to cover because there's a part of me that's kind of wondering, maybe the part of you that's kind of wondering, maybe there's more options out there, maybe there's some of them that are actually better than the ones that are in the video on the first one. So if you haven't watched the first one, link the first one down below. Anyways, each of these particular controllers have their own pluses and minuses. So there isn't a clear winner, unlike the previous video where there's more of a clear winner. So let's start off with this one. So we're looking at, this is the, oh, no, this is kind of mid tier. Let's start off with highest to lowest. There we go. So at the high end, we're looking at the Nacon controller. This is going for $80, $80 to $90, or $80 to $100, depending on where you look and when you look and yada yada yada. Okay, so this one, I love the grip. The grip feels fantastic. The analog sticks, not so much. The face button is okay. The spring, it's so scary. The spring is by far the scariest thing here, because see how strong this is, and you can really hurt yourself. You can really hurt yourself if your finger is caught in the middle here. So don't do that. Don't do what I just did. So that's literally for demonstration, and I will not do that again. So yeah, besides that, feels great. Buttons okay. Analog sticks meh. D-pad really good. Shoulder buttons good. The trigger buttons, it's kind of stiff to press actually. So overall, it's okay. If you want this type of layout and you want comfortable and you don't mind spending more money, this might be it for you. Mid-tier. This is the most portable one. I very much like the size of this and how it can be like that. That is fantastic. That is really good. I love the portability and the fact that it can stretch out this long. And the clamp is a soft clamp. It's not a killer clamp. So I like that a lot actually. Analog sticks. Legit console analog sticks. Face button. Ouch. Face button is painful on long durations, like the G skill kind of painful. So, but not as painful because it's kind of flat. See how it's like flat instead of the G skill where the lettering pops out and it makes an imprint on your thumb the more you press it. So this feels okay in the beginning, but 30 minutes later, ouch, it hurts. So, face button is not good. These are really good. These are excellent. They're linear too, so they're like this one. They're linear as well, which is nice. So you can press and play racing games very well with these. These are great. The analog sticks, ooh, the analog sticks are so good because they're actual console controller analog sticks. The D-pad, ouch. Even if you use the regular one, oh man, this thing gets painful real fast, real fast, real painful real fast. Oh man, like I cannot play a Tony Hawk game with this controller for long without me just going, ouch. So there's that. It actually has rumble feature. Rumble feature. That's nice. And there's so much to like about this, but the thing that makes it painful is the only thing that drives me away from this thing. But besides that, if the face buttons are softer, if the D-pad doesn't hurt as much, this would have easily been number one. Easily number one. Because of just how portable it is. And how soft the clamp is. Like, it's such a soft and friendly clamp. And it goes wide too. Like, that's pretty freaking wide. Now we have the cheapest. This is going for, this is $60. Yeah, I think it's only $60. There's no range for this one, so it's only 60. This one can go anywhere between $30 to $40. So this is the cheapest, and this is the best one because these face buttons are like so soft and tactile and fun. It gives you joy when playing games, especially those beat 'em up games. Doing this, it feels so good because it's so soft. There's no fatigue. There's no pain. There's no pain. Feels so good. Yeah, the face buttons. Ooh, absolutely. The D-pads, pretty okay. I mean, they're PlayStation D-pads. So, however much you like or hate the PlayStation D-pad, is the exact same sentiment here. So, no difference there. To me, I think it's okay. Not the best, not the worst. It's okay. These analog sticks. This is such a comfortable way to play FPS games. The only real issue is the actual analog stick itself. It's like, they're those Switch analog sticks, so that's pretty much it. But they give you a wider range of movement than something like the Red Knight and something like this, where it's not that wide of a movement. Well, this one is a lot wider range of movement, so they do click. And the only real flaw is the size. This thing is big. Like, this is what the Nacon controller is. So it dwarfs the Nacon controller. In fact, let's just, you know, do this for funsies. But it can actually fit this, no problem. Why is this so big? Because it's actually made for tablets. It's not made for regular phones. That's why it's so big. And if you have a folding phone, it's pretty much perfect because this is basically a mini tablet, and it feels like it's right at home. It feels like it belongs here, just based off of the angles and the fitment. It feels like it belongs, and of course, it's not that painful too. You can't still do that move that I told you before, but you can just take it out regularly too, because the clamp isn't a destroy you clamp. It's not as friendly as this one. It's still kind of stiff, but it's not super stiff because this is wide, because again, it's made for tablets. So, and this is also this is another flaw where it doesn't close in all the way, but that's kind of good because in case if you ever get yourself stuck, you won't actually get stuck because of it kind of stops midway like this, and then you kind of have to pull them together. Or it could just be a defect of this particular controller. Oh, these are not linear, so these are digital, so it's on or off, on or off. So also keep that in mind. But yeah, besides that, this is the best one. Actually, now that I really think about it, this is the best one in my opinion, but there's no clear winner. Like, there's no objectively a clear winner, just because based on the fact that each of them have their own flaws. Because of how big this is, if you have useless pockets or really small pockets, which, let's face it, a lot of our pants have small pockets, unless you wear like cargo pants and things like that, then it works out. But yeah, you have to like find a way to live around this size. So this can be a big issue because you have to find a way to live around it. So, and also, you might not be comfortable doing this. It depends on who you are. But for me, it's okay because a lot of the times when I hold the controller, if I were to play a fighting game, I would just hold it like this, where I'm not even reaching to the top. So this works for me. But yeah, it might not work for you, so kind of keep that in mind. But overall, for 30-40 bucks, this is the cheapest one, and I like this one the most out of the three. But honestly, I feel like objectively there is no clear winner because they each have their own flaw. Like, they're not perfect controllers. They each have a sort of fundamental flaw that makes them pretty average overall. I would say there's no bad choice. They're all just pretty average, and they all have their own little flaws. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Which one would you guys get? And comment down below. Let me know. If you're new, click subscribe, the bell, thumbs up, comment for more content. Support me directly on locals down below as well. You guys, stay awesome.